Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Paul's Cinema Picks. And yes, I'm introducing my new shirt. Yes, this is the official t-shirt that will be a part of Paul's Cinema Picks. And believe it or not, we're going to have these shirts on sale before long. And once people let me know about their size, they let me know about the color that they want. For the size, the shirts are $20 per shirt. So yeah, you get these shirts for $20. And whatever size you want, you let me know on the comments when you have the comment section. Just write down in the comments what color you want on your shirt and what size you want. And you'll get your own very own Paul's Cinema Picks t-shirt. So, with that being said, now let's get to the show. Today, we're going to be doing the movie The Wizard of Oz. Yes. You can see that there, sis?
Yep.
The Wizard of Oz. The classic 1939 movie from MGM, starring Judy Garland, Ray Bolger, Burt Lahr, Jack Haley, Frank Morgan, and, of course, Margaret Hamilton as the memorable Wicked Witch of the West, Billy Burke as Glinda, the Witch of the North, and in a sort of group of munchkins, yes. Yeah, this is the classic 1939 version, and I got this in a 3-disc edition, believe it or not, because this one here was a special edition. And I wanted to maybe show you a little bit about what to expect on this edition as well. So I'll be reading it to you, so bear with me as I read along. Disc 1 features a new digital transfer from restored film elements, presenting the movie's Technicolor splendors. You get a storybook. You get the restoration of Oz. We haven't really met properly. These are documentaries. And you get Disc 2. You get more like The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, The Making of a Movie Classic, and Memories of Oz TV specials. The Making of a Movie Classic has Angela Lansbury doing the narration. And you get a lot of other documentaries, like It's a Twister, Tornado Tests, Vintage Vault featurettes, radio programs of the Wizard of Oz, and 6 hours of audio treasures as well. So you get to hear a lot of the audio stuff. You get to see the home movies. And of course, on Disc 3, you get 3 hours devoted to the Oz creator himself, which was L. Frank Baum. He was the man who created the stories of the Wizard of Oz. And pre-1939 screen versions of Oz Adventures, which were like silent films. Like you get the Wizard of Oz from 1910, The Magic Cloak of Oz, His Majesty the Scarecrow of Oz, both from 1914. The Wizard of Oz 1925 edition, which starred Larry Seaman, Dorothy Dwan, and Oliver Hardy. But yes, this one here was the most famous one because it was very popular for its time, the well-known MGM musical. And in The Wizard of Oz, of course, you have Dorothy, who lives in Kansas, and a twister takes her to Oz, and then she meets her 3 friends. And, of course, her little dog Toto goes with her. And they have to try and find the wizard to go to the Emerald City so that she can get home. Scarecrow can get brains. Jack Haley, the Tin Man, can get heart. And the lion needs his courage. So, yeah, that's their trip to the Emerald City. And meanwhile, the witch, played by Margaret Hamilton, in probably the most frightening role I'd seen at that time. And I tell you not a lie, because when I was about 5 years old and I first saw this movie, the witch actually scared me so much that I actually hid behind the couch. That's how frightening it actually was. But there's a lot of great musical numbers in this movie, and the Technicolor as you go to Oz, because in the first half of the movie it's sepia tone, which is like black and white, very clear black and white, and then there's a sepia tone. And then when you get to Oz, all of a sudden it's all color. Now, I remember watching this movie on a TV at my grandfather's house when I was a kid, and the TV was black and white. So I didn't even know that anything in Oz was colored until about think I was about 9 or 10 when I finally saw it on a colored TV for the first time, and I was amazed on all the color palette of the movie because it was just outstanding. And this movie is always enchanting. It plays every year on TV. At least I think it does, because I remember it originally started in the 1950s and 60s. They played it on TV a lot. And then in the 70s, that's when I discovered it. And actually went to the theater to see this movie, I think twice. And it's really, really good to see on the big screen. Like, I mean, if you have never seen it on a big screen, I recommend that you do, because even though you've seen it on TV that many times, it's always good to see something on the big screen, especially a classic film like The Wizard of Oz. Now, a little anecdote. People thought that The Wizard of Oz, during the time it was made, was actually a bomb. In fact, in 1939, when it came to theaters, it was actually considered one of the worst movies that had ever been made. And it took over a period of enduring time and showings to actually give the movie the appreciation that it does today as an enduring screen classic. So, yes, The Wizard of Oz, 1939, from MGM. And it went through a lot of different directors. I think about 3 or 4 directors. Victor Fleming, Mervyn LeRoy. Trying to remember some of the earlier directors that had gone through this. Thorpe. There was a man named Thorpe who was originally directing it and did some of the original makeup for the role, but like the role of Dorothy and all that, the makeup was a lot different, but he got fired. George Cukor, he was actually up for directing this movie too, but I guess he ended up getting fired, and then they finally got Victor Fleming, who got the director's credit. He was the last one to come on board. But yeah, this is always one that you can definitely enjoy. The family will always enjoy watching this movie. So yeah, I'd say find The Wizard of Oz at any video store, or probably the mall, which is more likely, and make sure you get it, because it's really a classic, and it's one that your child and your grandchild and so on and many generations will continue to enjoy. So yeah, definitely watch The Wizard of Oz. Well, that was our show for now on The Wizard of Oz. We again hope that you liked the video, and make sure you subscribe to the video, because we need subscribers. We're at 41 now, and we're hoping to get some more subscribers. And make sure to leave your comments at the bottom of this video, so that way we can read them. And we appreciate them very much, and we love hearing from all of you as well, because we love hearing the comments and we love reading them, and it's absolutely amazing. So for now, this is Paul Westbrook saying goodbye, and again, hopefully you can be interested in our shirt, and we'll go from there. But for now, this is Paul Westbrook reminding you that I'll be seeing you at the movies.